Okay, welcome to the GATE BT series part 3. So we have 5 questions today. Question 1. A single subunit enzyme converts 420 micromoles of substrate to product in 1 minute. The activity of the enzyme in dash into 10 raised to the power negative 6 Cuttle. Okay, so we start with the formula and substitute the data in the formula and arrive at the required answer. Okay, first the activity has to be found in units of Cuttle. So let's define what is Cuttle. So the activity of an enzyme is said to be 1 Cuttle when 1 mole of substrate is converted into product per second. That is, an enzyme has an activity of 1 Cuttle when 1 mole of substrate is converted to product in 1 second. Here the activity of the single subunit enzyme is given as 420 micromoles in 1 minute. So 420 micromole per minute, which is equal to 420 into micro is 10 raised to the power negative 6 mole over, let's convert minute to second, 1 minute 60 seconds. So therefore the activity A is equal to 420 into 10 raised to the power negative 6 over 60 mole per second. We have initially defined, that is 1 Cuttle is 1 moles of substrate converting to product per second. So it's nothing but mole per second. So it's Cuttle. So 420 is equal to 60 into 7 times. So 7 into 10 raised to the power negative 6 Cuttle is the activity of the enzyme. So the activity of the enzyme in 10 raised to the power negative 6 Cuttle is 7. So let's move to the second question. What are the eigenvalues of the matrix 1, 1, minus 2, 4? So we start with, say, determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. Here A is equal to 1, 1, minus 2, 4. It's a 2 by 2 matrix. Therefore I is a identity matrix of, say, order 2 into 2. Therefore lambda I is equal to lambda 0, 0, lambda. Therefore A minus lambda I modulo is equal to 1 minus lambda 1 minus 2 4 minus lambda is equal to 0. Therefore 1 minus lambda times 4 minus lambda minus of minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 0, which is nothing but A, B, C, D. So AD minus BC. So let's multiply 1 into 4, 4, 1 into minus lambda minus 4 lambda plus lambda square plus 2 is equal to 0. Lambda square minus 5 lambda plus 6 is equal to 0. So let's factorize this. So it's nothing but lambda minus 2 into lambda minus 3 is equal to 0. So lambda 1 is equal to 2, lambda 2 is equal to 3. So the eigenvalues of this matrix 1, 1, minus 2, 4 is equal to 2 and 3. Let's solve this quadratic equation in another method. So we have this, say, lambda square minus 5 lambda plus 6 is equal to 0. Say the sum of eigenvalues lambda 1 plus lambda 2 is equal to 5. And the product of eigenvalue lambda 1 times lambda 2 is equal to 6. Say lambda 1, lambda 2 are 2 points. Then the midpoint would be the average of these 2 points, say lambda 1 plus lambda 2 over 2. Therefore the midpoint value would be equal to lambda 1 plus lambda 2, which is 5 over 2. So this value is 5 over 2. Let they are separated from the midpoint by a distance, say u. Then we can write lambda 1 is u less than 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 minus u, and lambda 2 is at a distance say u from the midpoint, say 5 by 2 plus u. And we know one more condition, lambda 1 times lambda 2 is equal to 6. Therefore 5 by 2 minus u times 5 by 2 plus u is equal to 6, which is nothing but a minus b times a plus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. So this is a 5 by 2. Therefore a square is 25 by 4 minus u square is equal to 6. Let's move these terms, u to the other side and 6 to this side, and we take the LCM 4. 25 minus 6 4s are 24, which is equal to u square. Therefore u square is equal to 1 over 4, u is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore lambda 1, which is equal to 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2. So LCM is 2, so 5 minus 1, 4, 4 by 2 equal to 2. And lambda 2 is equal to 5 by 2 plus 1 by 2. 5 plus 1 by 2, that is 2 is LCM denominator. So 5 plus 1, 6 by 2, 3. We have verified it, 2, 3. Next, third question. Oxygen transfer was measured in stirred tank bioreactor using dynamic method. Dissolved oxygen tension was found to be 80% air saturation under steady state condition. Measured oxygen tensions at 7 seconds and 17 seconds were 55% and 68% air saturation. The volumetric mass transfer coefficient KLA is. Okay, we start by writing the formula. The formula is ln C bar minus C1 by C bar minus C2, which is equal to resistance to mass transfer, that is KLA, or volumetric mass transfer coefficient, times T2 minus T1. Here we have the data, say C bar is equal to 80% air saturation. Let air saturation be C star. Therefore 80% means 0.8 C star, and C1 is equal to at time T1 7 seconds and T2 is equal to 17 seconds C2. Therefore C1 is 55% of air saturation, so 0.55 C star, and C2 68% air saturation at time 17 seconds, that is T2 0.68 C star. So let's plug in this value here. Therefore ln of 0.8 C star minus 0.55 C star divided by 0.8 C star minus 0.68 C star is equal to KLA times T2 17 minus 7 seconds. Ln of, let's take C star outside, 0.8 minus 0.55 divided by 0.8 minus 0.68 is equal to KLA times 10 seconds. C star gets cancelled out. Therefore ln of 0.8 minus 0.55 0.25 divided by 0.8 minus 0.68 68 12 0.12 KLA times 10 seconds. .25 by 0.12, 2.08 is equal to KLA times 10 seconds. Ln of 2.8 is 0.733. Let's bring this term to the denominator. So 10 seconds is equal to KLA. Therefore KLA, or the resistance to mass transfer or the volumetric mass transfer coefficient, is equal to 0.0733 1 over second. Therefore the volumetric mass transfer coefficient KLA in 1/second, that is s raised to the power minus 1 is 0.073. Next, fourth question. Saccharomyces cerevisiae produces ethanol by fermentation. The theoretical yield of ethanol from 2.5 grams of glucose is dash gram. So, how much grams of ethanol is produced from 2.5 grams of glucose? So, first we need to know what is the equation for fermentation. That is done by Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which results in the alcohol production, that is ethanol production. Say glucose becomes ethanol, ETOH, plus liberation of carbon dioxide. Glucose C6H12O6 giving rise to C2H5OH plus CO2. That is 1 mole of glucose giving rise to 2 moles of ethanol plus 2 moles of carbon dioxide. So it's a balanced equation which describes the fermentation of Saccharomyces cerevisiae producing ethanol using glucose as substrate. Say 1 mole of glucose giving rise to 2 moles of ethanol. Instead of mole balance, let's write mass balance. So 1 mole of glucose is 180 grams, which becomes 1 mole of say 2 moles of ethanol. 1 mole of ethanol weighs say 46 gram. Therefore 46 into 2 is equal to 92 grams. And carbon dioxide 44 into 2, 88 grams. Right? So 180 grams of glucose will produce 92 grams of ethanol. Right? Therefore y x bar s, that is nothing but the yield coefficient. Instead of x we put p, because ethanol is the product. We are not producing any biomass, we are producing product, that is ethanol. So yp bar s, which is equal to 92 grams of ETOH divided by 180 grams of glucose, which is equal to say 0.51 grams of ETOH per gram of glucose. But we are not taking 1 gram of glucose. We need to find the ethanol that is produced from 2.5 grams of glucose. Therefore 2.5 grams of glucose will produce say 0.15 grams of ethanol per gram of glucose times 2.5 grams of glucose. 0.5 grams of ethanol per gram of glucose times 2.5 grams of glucose. So which is half of 2.5, that is 1.27 grams of ethanol. Yes. So the theoretical yield of ethanol from 2.5 grams of glucose is 1.27 grams of ethanol. So 1.27 grams. Next, fifth question. The Ki of a novel competitive inhibitor designed against an enzyme is 2.5 micromolar. Enzyme was assayed in the absence or presence of inhibitor of concentration 5 micromolar under identical condition. The Km in the presence of inhibitor was found to be 30 micromolar. The Km in the absence of inhibitor is dash micromolar. So the competitive enzyme inhibition, that is the inhibitor has a structure that is more analog to substrate. So it binds, it displaces the substrate from the active site and it binds. So say we know Km in the presence of inhibitor is equal to Km into 1 plus concentration of inhibitor over Ki, where Km is the Michaelis-Menten constant in the absence of inhibitor. Say we have been given the Ki as 2.5 micromolar. Let's write down Ki equal to 2.5 micromolar and the concentration of inhibitor is 5 micromolar, which is visible. And Km in the presence of inhibitor, say Km in the presence of inhibitor equal to 30 micromolar. Therefore 30 micromolar is equal to Km into 1 plus I 5 micromolar divided by 2.5 micromolar, which is equal to 30 micromolar is equal to Km into 1 plus 5 by 2.5 2. So 30 micromolar is equal to Km times 3. Therefore 30 by 3 is 10 micromolar, which is equal to Km in the absence of inhibitor. Therefore the Km in the absence of inhibitor is 10 micromolar. So let's write down all the formulas one time. The activity of the enzyme in Catal. So let's define what is Catal. So 1 Catal equal to 1 mole of substrate being converted to product per second. So we have done it. Say 1 Catal equal to 1 mole of substrate to product in second, and we found the activity to be 7 into 10 raised to the power negative 6 Catal. What are the eigenvalue? The formula for eigenvalue is we need to solve A minus lambda I. Determinant value should be equal to 0. And we solve the quadratic equation by simple factorization and which under new technique, which result in say lambda 1 equal to 2 and lambda 2 equal to 3. Next, we need to find the volumetric mass transfer coefficient, and the formula we use is this is the formula that involves the oxygen transfer in the dynamic method. Say ln of C bar minus C1 by C bar minus C2 is equal to the resistance to mass transfer, that is KLA, times T2 minus T1, and we plug in all the values and we got a KLA value of say 0.0733 seconds raised to the power minus 1. And Saccharomyces cerevisiae produces ethanol by fermentation. The theoretical yield of ethanol from 2.5 grams of glucose is. The analogy is we need to write the equation that governs the fermentation, and from this we need to deduce the YP bar as the yield coefficient, that is how much grams of product is formed per gram of glucose, and multiply by the grams of substrate. Here the substrate is glucose. We arrive at the product, mass of product. Say we balance the equation which governs the fermentation by Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which produces 2 moles of ETOH, C2H5OH, and we got say 1.27 grams of ethanol per 2.5 grams of glucose. And the Ki, the formula is Km in the presence of inhibitor is equal to Km into 1 plus I over Ki. Just plug in the value and we will get the value of Km. Here it's 10 micromolar. So 10 micromolar. Thank you.